It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Nighthawks and the Aviators, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the city. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And off we go from Honolulu. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running it now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. From the 21. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. He finds Laporta. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Jackson now on third. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Play fake, Jackson. That one's complete, right side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Searches from the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Aubrey puts it through. And they're on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. Motion man sent left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And this one does not go far. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Short pass brought in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throw left side, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. to give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
and in for the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
You're good on the point after. And the Nighthawks take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Finds Laporta. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives them the first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Jackson finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now Jackson escapes the pocket, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Getting out to his left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Aubrey puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Washington now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Nighthawks ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They design this off left tackle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up first down. So it's the 2-minute warning from Honolulu. The Nighthawks looking to add to their advantage. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 3 now. Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Nighthawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down throw for Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 31. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. He's back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's got it deep downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Yeah, and the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's halftime here in this one. The Nighthawks on the road, but currently in front. Now let's get you back to the contiguous U.S. and over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman there with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Roster spots are going to be won or lost depending on these next 2 quarters. So let's get back to it, as I'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Andres York to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First throw for the backup now. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. Picked up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Completes this one to Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a first down. Throwing now, off play action. Pass is caught at the 9. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. He's got it on the bootleg. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's White on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Bone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play coming here. That one's complete right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's their ball late. They have a lead, but it's far from over yet. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They're throwing it. It is cut left side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He completes it in traffic. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man, Gray. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And they'll have first down. They'll run here from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll give them a first down.
First down, Nighthawks.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's dropping back to throw. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Nighthawks now lead by 10. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Nighthawks drive their lead to 11. Now is York to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Now, you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He beams one deep right side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Setting up a throw. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They'll hand it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. So now, here's 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Katie York now on for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Groupie sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's White on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. From the 33 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
His running back hauls it in deep right. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
One final shot here. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Aviators chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Nighthawks emerge as winners as we say aloha from Honolulu.